asking you, you mentioned this state politics of forgetting in relation to the nationalist communist rhetoric, and I was thinking of the case of Bucharest post earthquake 1977, which Ceausescu used as an excuse to destroy all the churches, all the sites of historical memory, memorial houses, everything that had some connection to the previous history of Romania. And he underwent this detrimental facelift on Bucharest. He built the world's second biggest building, the current parliament, the former House of the People, and then the whole structure of Bucharest was changed into these kilometers long blocks of flats. And I was wondering if the same megalomaniac plans were applied to Cluj Napoka in the 70s, early 80s, and that question ties in with the previous one. That's what I would like to know.
Yeah. Katarzyna, just briefly, because only a few minutes to answer.
Right. I have one very, I think, precise question. You mentioned that the communist regime of Ceausescu was not really very eager to remove those monuments of Hungarian nation, let's call it this way, because of being afraid of the population, Hungarian population living there. Keeping in mind, as far as I understood, the riots or any sort of, demonstrations or any public sort of movement. My question is whether it is possible, according to your sources, and if it is, I would recommend strongly to keep it into consideration, to what extent the Hungarians, ethnic Hungarians, were able to use official ways and means, for example, being a part of local authorities or local nomenclatura, just to preserve it. Just much before we have riots in the streets, maybe the conflict had its place among local communists in the very, cabinets and rooms of local officials. Another very small